lovely old castle. Sybil Courtly and I used to come here as girls and picnic. We used to sit on the battlements and dream of the plumed knights riding in on their chargers. Oh, I can't bear the thought of selling it.
Oh, Mum, you only bought it yesterday.
I know, dear. I'm rehearsing my sales talk for that beastly beef baron from the Argentine.
You have the treasure, Timmy.
Right here, old boy. All ready to be buried.
Good.
I'd like to see Don Alfonso's face when the map leads him to the first trinket. Ha ha! He'll be panting to buy the castle.
Trinkets, indeed. They cost us £5,000. Do we have to use real jewels?
Timmy, when you sell a man a castle for $1 million without plumbing, he's entitled to something.
Yes, you're right. Goodbye, Mum.
See you in London, Aunt Meg.
Goodbye, boys. Now, do be careful.
A lovely day to Salter Castle.
You're sure we'll be alone?
No one ever comes here anymore, except for a restless ghost or two.
Stop sucking your thumb.
I'm nervous.
Well, don't be nervous when we get to the roundabout. It's left turn. Got it? Left turn.
Will you let up on me just because I made one mistake at the dry run? I've been over it 100 times since.
Remember, it's left turn to the castle.
Now we bring you the exciting finals of the men's alto singing competitions at the Eisteddfod in Llandudno. Prizes have been awarded to... Well, here's a rather deplorable news item that's just come in. The London Mail Express has been robbed of slightly more than £3 million. We'll bring you further details as we receive them. And now, back to Llandudno.
According to the map, we're here. Passage leads down from the Duke's apartment down under the Duchess's chamber, down along here to a smaller chamber. That, I guess, was the lovely Lady Julia's.
Yeah, that's a long haul. Why didn't he just go through the Duchess's chamber?
Here, down under this passage. I want a place that's hard to get to. Put the things down there. Hand me the glasses. An ambulance in the car.
Ambulance?
Mm-hmm, coming up here.
Oh, maybe a sick ghost.
I better have a look. Go down and get the things out of sight.
Easy, Mike. Where's Jackie's car? He ain't here. What are you doing here?
The mail vans were broken into, and the criminals took a large number of mail bags containing used notes, destined to be taken out of circulation and destroyed by burning. The amount of money stolen was estimated to be somewhat in excess of £3 million, making this unquestionably the largest mail robbery in British history. The robbers have apparently effected a clean getaway.
Yes, indeed, a clean getaway.
£3 million. That's over $8 million.
Exactly.
What do you know about that? Congratulations.
Very kind of you.
If you have any doubt at all, the slightest suspicion that I would interfere with this remarkable enterprise of yours.
Shut your trap. What we gonna do about him? He'll have a little accident, that's all.
4 years' work. Research, planning.
I sympathize, sir. Believe me, friend, my heart aches.
Railway operating procedures, postal operations, police procedures.
Tremendous job.
Finding exactly the right men.
I know.
And it worked like a slide rule.
Absolutely beautiful.
Except for you.
A pity. I see that now.
It's still going to work.
Haunted.
Nonsense. There. Look down there. Where is he?
He's gone.
He's gone, is he? Well, find him.
$3 million just sitting there. Oh, I must say it's more than kind of them. Well, a little game of fox and hounds with our friends, and we'll just scoop it up,
With every bobby in the country after it.
And you have a point.
What's going on here?
Why, that stuff's worse than a ticking bomb. The trick right now may be to get out of here with the whole skin.
Yes, I can see that it might.
This way.
Not inside yet. Tony, look.
Mailbag. Police blockade.
Do you suppose we could speak to them?
Oh, sure. Tell them what we're doing in the castle in the first place.
Good heavens.
The law?
Scarcely. Carload of crooks behind us in hot pursuit.
The police are putting up roadblocks all over the place. Whatever happened to the lazy charm of the English countryside? Got to lose the gang, dodge the police, and ditch that mailbag.
You're right. It is a bomb. right.
Boy, what you doing there?
Don't bury it.
Run up the police on you! Stop, I say!
Where are we?
I haven't the slightest. Except that Oxford might be somewhere about.
I think we were going around in a circle.
Yeah. Police car.
Did you see who was in the back seat? The farmer who spotted us trying to bury the mailbag. Better think about burying this car, too. It's just as hot, only bigger.
Back up, back up!
Kindly moderate your voice, sir.
We're in a hurry!
Now, that's no excuse for rude manners, young man. Now, I believe that I have the right of way, so you'll have to back up. Do you mind? There's a good chap.
Madam, I appeal to you. I am not well.
Oh, why didn't you say so? Just a jiffy. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, the beast. She has a nasty habit of stalling. Just a jiffy.
Separate. Hire a car, Timmy, and get back to the castle.
The castle? For heaven's sake, why?
To collect the incriminating evidence. There's no choice. We have to solve the crime of the century if the police don't lock us up first.
Yeah, you got a point there.
No, and Timmy, I'm afraid you're going to have to drag Dr. Hamerfort out of your makeup kit.
Right.
What are you doing in here?
I've got a sick dog in the car. It's dark and quiet. He sleeps, otherwise he howls. Breaks your heart.
Oh, poor thing. Now look.
Dog, I'm sorry. Honestly, please don't be angry. But you were standing there smiling. I mean, the impulse was irresistible. It's a pretty thrilling thing to see. A smile like that.
Well, it must be. It must be a staggering experience.
You're an American, aren't you?
Yes.
So am I.
Well, that was certainly a super patriotic greeting. I wonder what you'd do if somebody played America the Beautiful.
How does it go?
Never mind.
Are you a friend of Professor Page or Dr. Smith?
Dr. Smith's. Good old Smitty.
Say, wasn't it marvelous the way both their books won medals from the Crime and Detection Club?
Absolutely marvelous.
Shall I go in?
£3 million in banknotes, old notes, that were to have been taken out of circulation and destroyed by burning.
Oh, Willoughby, have you been listening to the news of the train robbery?
Oh, I have indeed. It was a swift, bold, masterful action. I was saying only now to Timkins, my blood was stirred.
Quite so. I can see your color is high, Willoughby.
Mrs. Burgess, I'd like you to meet
Tony Fleming.
Oh, I must say, Melinda, you managed to capture the most attractive ones.
He's a friend of Dr. Smith.
Columbia University.
Oh, then you must be a crime buff, too. Are you published?
Well, they're after me right now for something I've done, but I've been avoiding them so far.
Oh, marvelous. You'll be able to evaluate for our members in the light of your American experience.
Members?
The Crime and Detection Club.
Oh.
What a stroke of good fortune. A tremendous caper on the day of our luncheon. You must meet John. He will be delighted.
We are informed that two of the men fleeing the scene of the crime in a small
John,
car were observed at close range by a farmer on the outskirts of Oxford. The driver was described as tall, brown-haired, and not unpleasant in appearance. They were believed to have been transporting one of the stolen mail bags and had apparently stopped to hide the money when their presence was discovered. They drove off at high speed. That concludes the news. We take you now to the Bijou Theater in Hammersmith for an interlude of organ music.
Well, Gwendolyn?
John, I want you to meet Mr. Anthony Fleming, an American crime buff. Sir John McElway.
How do you do? How do you do?
I'm sure you'll be pleased to know John. He's Chief Constable of Oxfordshire.
Almost retired now. Still keep up with it, though. Once a policeman, always a policeman, eh, Mr. Fleming? Yeah. But you'd understand that, being a student of the criminal mind. What's your opinion of this affair?
The mail robbery? Why, it's classic, sir.
In what way classic?
Well, consider the inevitable comparisons. The Brinks robbery in Boston, the Rotterdam Ruby affair, the theft of the Stefanini dowry. All of them exhibit planning, skill, and impeccable escape.
Very interesting. Yeah. You see the pattern, eh? Mm-hmm. Yes. Now, let me fill in the picture for you a little. Of course, I'm keeping in close touch with my fellows down here. And believe me, in a few hours, we shall be seeing something.
Good, good.
That's a lot, mate. Let's scarper. I'd rather warm me hands over £3 million at the bakery. Let's go.
I must say, Fleming, I've never met a young man with such an original view of crime and criminal.
Oh, that's very flattering, sir, coming from you.
Title of my book, you know. Crime and Criminals. A memorial of 30 years' experience from the northwest frontier of India to the quiet valley of the Thames. I'd like to talk to you about it sometime. Not much of a writer myself. Oh, I do have a chap helping, but I don't know that he's doing much of a job. Perhaps I could persuade you to lend a hand, eh?
Do you mind if I listen?
Oh, delighted, delighted. Brilliant young chap, Fleming.
I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's at the absolute top of his profession.
Thank you.
And still, he's a warm-hearted, concerned human being. You'll be happy to know your dog is feeling much better. As a matter of fact, he's running around.
Good, good. Nothing like exercise for dogs, eh? But now, getting back to the robbery. The scope of the thing leads Fleming to believe that it's a matter of personal revolt.
Oh.
Yes. The ringleader, you see, in revolt against conformity. Eccentric chap, brilliant. All must be to carry it off.
Brilliant, huh?
John, your office is on the telephone. Urgent, they say.
Uh-huh. What did I tell you?
A man like that, the ringleader, would take enormous risks, wouldn't he?
What are you doing in Oxford, Melinda?
Graduate work, medieval English history. I live here with Mrs. Burton Thomas.
Why English history?
Fascinates me. They were tall men in those days, men of action, plumed knights pillaging towns, sacking castles.
Yes, it was thrilling.
Of course, by our standards, they were severely maladjusted. Antisocial, criminal, needing firm rehabilitation. In jail.
Oh, come now. They weren't all scoundrels. Why, a man could just innocently stumble into a situation.
Not many knights stumbled onto £3 million.
No.
How do you suppose it feels to hold £3 million in your hands?
Heavy.
Well, things are humming. Think I'd better get down to HQ and take a firm grip on the situation. Oh, Melinda, I shall need a bit of transportation. Do you happen to know if anyone came here in a car?
Yes, Mr. Fleming.
Splendid. You'll give me a lift, won't you? The valuable experience for you. The real thing.
Oh, yes, wonderful. The only trouble is I'm out of gas, petrol. Perhaps someone else?
Oh, well, Mrs. Burton Thomas always keeps an extra can in the garage in case of trouble. I'll show you.
Splendid. Come on. There we are.
Oh, let me do that. The cat has a nasty way of sticking.
Look out, Fleming. You're spilling the petrol.
Oh, sorry. Well, shall we?
You will come back, won't you, Mr. Fleming?
Oh, yes. I have a feeling we haven't seen the last of each other.
Just keep cruising till we find him.
There's a lot of them brown miners around here now. My sister's nephew's got one.
Does it have a stolen mail bag in it?
I don't think so.
Then it won't do, will it? Everything else is moving on schedule. Henry's baking up a batch of bread now with the first shipment of money in it.
Was the bakery truck ready?
Standing by, the boat too. All we must do is get that mail bag.
There he is.
He's got the chief constable sitting next to him. Follow him.
Secondary roads are being blocked with what men we can muster, circling this area so.
Very good, Superintendent.
Excellent.
Are you quite sure you want to go through all this, sir? Well, that is to say, normally you leave the details of the police work to me.
Come, Ames. This is the crime of the century. We shall need top-level thinking here, eh?
Shouldn't we call in Scotland Yard, sir?
No, not for the moment. Now, I don't interfere with your handling of routine, but I am going to oversee this case personally.
I see, sir. This is where the car was seen by the farmer, Mr. Hightower.
So that's where it was.
And here, the car was intercepted by Constable Huggins.
A circle. Right around in a circle.
And was lost somewhere about here.
So the getaway car disappeared into thin air, completely evaporated, huh?
For the moment, sir. But it'll be something of a miracle if they can get away.
It certainly will be.
And now, Constable Huggins has a first-hand report, sir.
Good. Bring him in. Bring him in.
Yes, sir. Huggins?
Yes, sir.
Constable Huggins, sir.
No license number, Constable?
No, sir. We came on the car all of a rush, sir.
I dare say. Still, brown mini miner's not much of a description, is it?
Yes, sir.
Must be thousands of them about. Drove here in one myself.
Yes, sir. I saw it parked out in front, sir. The same model, sir.
Exactly. So your description is practically meaningless. Now, driver. Dark hair, eh?
Dark brown hair, sir. About the color of that gentleman's hair there, sir.
Mr. Fleming's hair?
About that shade of brown, yes, sir.
Really, Constable, you seem to me to live in an entirely brown world, Eh?
Well, his hair was brown, sir, and he was much taller than Mr. Fleming, sir.
Eh? Oh, send him in, send him in. Well, Constable, I shall give this encyclopedia of yours further study. That'll be all.
Yes, sir.
Ah, Crail, come in, my dear fellow. I want you to meet the American crime writer, Anthony Fleming. Hubert Crail, chap who's helping me with my book.
A real pleasure, Mr. Fleming. I've been most anxious to meet you.
Of course, you're helping with Crime and Criminals, a memorial.
Just so.
Are we all together?
No.
What's that, huh?
That is to say, I'm helping with the book, but that's Chief Constable McElway's only involvement with my activities. After all, a policeman and a modest student of crime, what connection could there be?
Good point.
Nonsense. Don't run yourself down, Crail. He has a brilliant, imaginative mind, just like yours, Fleming.
The latest report, sir.
Ah, good. Now, why don't you two have a nice little chat while I study these?
You're a very sick pigeon, Fleming.
Crime and Criminals, a memorial. What a sequel you'll write.
I want two things, the mailbag and your company. Oh, I'm a civilized man. You'll simply take a pleasant ocean cruise with us. I'll even include your ticket back.
Underwater?
Face facts. I'm a well-known and respectable citizen. Any accusation you make would be laughable. And you, driving a getaway car, coming out of nowhere?
Sorry, Hubert. No sail.
You say you're out bird watching, sir? Yeah, that's right, yes. Yes, I was on the lookout for a ring-tailed ouzel. And I had my glasses clean on the cast all the time. And I saw some smoke. Oh, I thought, smoke, sir? Yes. I got a smell of it, you know. And it was like cloth burning. Yes, sir? Then I saw some strange chaps skulking about. You better wait here. I'll go and investigate. I think we should, yes.
All right, Ames. Stick at it, man.
That kind of writing never really appealed to me.
You two chaps seem to be getting on famously.
It seems we have quite a bit in common, but we do have differing points of view.
Oh, well, that's a healthy sign, I always say. Nothing here. Nothing to go on at all. No evidence, no leads, no clues, nothing.
Apparently a truly brilliant crime.
Oh, I don't know. The returns aren't all in yet.
Who? Well, Dr. Hammerford? But what important information?
Well, he says he has information about the crime, sir. Says he got it in a vision.
What?
Says he's a mystic, sir. Solves crimes with second sight. I'm sorry, sir. The Chief Constable's busy right now.
See me, he will.
Oh, well, send him in, Ames. I've certainly nothing to go on here.
Yes, Dr. Hammerford, the Chief Constable says, will you go right on in?
Yes, Dr. Hammerford? What can I do for you?
The question is, sir, what can August Hammerford do for you? And the answer is veiled with possibility. What a brown room. There is an aura of sturdiness here.
No, quite. Mr. Fleming, Mr. Crail.
August Hammerford.
Won't you sit down, Dr. Hammerford?
I never sit.
Oh, you said something about information.
I have said little, but I will say much. After all, gentlemen, am I not August Hammerford, the world's greatest authority on extrasensory perception? Did I not solve the Rotterdam Ruby affair?
Yes.
Yeah. Not to mention the theft of the Stefanini dowry. Hey.
Yes, of course. Yes. But do I understand that you believe that you've really had a vision about this robbery?
Had a vision? You are a skeptic. I can always tell. I have had a projection. A powerful projection. I believe I can see some vital evidence in this case. I believe. And when I have spoken, you also will believe.
You mean to say, Doctor, that your evidence consists of a vision?
A projection.
John.
You, sir. Why is your aura green?
Green?
Well, 'tis no matter. It will come to me. Gentlemen, I prefer to work with my bare hands. I have been beset with a singular sight over and over again. A bag full of fire.
Well, Dr. Hammerford.
A mail bag. Not one, but 34 of them.
Why, that's the exact number stolen.
That's fantastic.
Just what I was thinking.
Passageway. Steps of stone. Ancient worn stone. Fire!
Fire? Where?
An ancient ruin on a bald hill. I see 2 men burning mail bags. What's that? Voices. I hear a voice. Shh, a voice. Let's scarper, mate. I'd rather be warming me hands over 3 million quid. A bakery? Yes, a bakery.
But this is nonsense. Let's not waste time here, John. You're a policeman, not a maiden lady playing with seances.
I am accustomed to skeptics. What did I say?
You said a castle on a bald hill, stone steps, mail bags all mixed up with fire, and a bakery.
Really? How curious.
Exactly my thought. Very interesting, but scarcely what we call evidence. Thank you, Dr. Hammerford. Most interesting and very instructive.
As I said, gentlemen, I am accustomed to skeptics. Poor blind souls. I will be at the Bull Inn if I am required further.
I am very interested, Doctor.
Yeah?
Let me give you a lift.
Oh, Mr. Fleming. They're good.
Fleming, I look forward to continuing our discussion. Fortunately, this is a small place and I have many friends here. I'm sure we'll run into each other again. Do consider my point of view. I'm prepared to defend it to the death.
Good boy.
Mr. Fleming.
Yeah.
I hope this is not inconveniencing you, Mr. Fleming.
Not at all, Doctor. It's a great pleasure.
Thank you. What in heaven's name is the head of the mob doing at police headquarters?
His name is Hubert Crail, and he's helping Sir John McKelway write his memoirs.
When I walked in, I thought I was seeing a vision.
Let's hope they've swallowed the bait.
Well, why are they following us?
instead of getting rid of all that hot money?
Because we're as hot as the money.
No harm done. Their hours are numbered.
I'm not so sure.
Oh, it's simple. Once we finish framing Crail, we hang the mailbag around his neck and Bob's your uncle.
You better whip up another vision, Doctor. See if you can locate that mailbag.
But you've got it.
I had it. So now it's either lost or stolen by a lovely thief named Melinda. But I'm going after it. You sit tight and I'll phone you as soon as I've retrieved it.
How?
Charm.
No. No.
As a fellow American in a strange land.
And it's getting stranger by the second. Tony, I'm a reasonably intelligent girl with a normal feminine interest in crime. After I liberated that mailbag, I looked inside it.
Oh, and saw 100,000 pounds all hot.
Exactly. I know you're guilty. I just can't figure out why. Why should a man of your intelligence stoop to robbery?
Stoop? $8 million is hardly stooping.
Ha! You admit it then?
No, I do not admit it. Melinda, beautiful, light-fingered Melinda, why won't you believe me? I was just browsing through Wyndham Castle when the mob arrived and dropped the crime of the century into my lap. I grabbed a car and ran.
Give it another thought. You can do better than that.
You don't believe me?
See? You're doing better already.
I ask you, do I look like a master criminal?
Tall, dark, and handsome. Not unpleasant in appearance. And sticky-fingered.
Ah, you're smiling again.
Tony, a certain undeniable biological attraction isn't enough to convince me. Stop it.
I'm just trying to prove my innocence.
Well, that's no way to do it.
All right. I'll show you absolute proof. Come here. Behold the face of the enemy.
I don't believe you.
If I set foot outside that door, I'm a goner.
I still don't believe you.
Okay. But if you see that man put his hand inside his coat, he won't be playing Napoleon. Goodbye, doubting Melinda.
Tony, come back. I believe you. How can I help?
Take me to your mailbag.
What are you going to do with it?
Build a better mousetrap.
Evidence. Solid evidence. That's what makes police work.
Absolutely. That's what impressed me so about your memoirs. They're solid. John, I've had a most interesting notion.
Yes?
This case, your handling of it, make a marvelous chapter in the book.
Yeah, I can't honestly say I've handled it yet.
Well, I think you've set it up masterfully. I'd like to know all the precautions you've taken. Roadblocks, checkpoints, where the police are. Give the book a sense of reality.
Good idea. Bit of the real thing, eh?
Exactly.
I'll tell Ames to get you a copy. Careful, though. Wouldn't do if it fell into the wrong hands.
Oh, you can trust me.
We've got something, sir. Something important.
Oh, good.
This is Constable Leeming, sir.
Beg to report, sir, that these are the remnants of 33 mail bags found at Wenham Castle, sir. The bags were slashed, placed in the fire, but the fire went out somehow, sir.
We have the lab boys up there now, sir. These are the mail bags, and there may be fingerprints on some of them.
Slashed by knives, burned by fire. Constable, were these at the bottom of a flight of stone steps?
Oh, yes, sir, they were. But however did you know, sir?
And this Wenham Castle is an ancient ruin on a bald hill?
Why, yes, sir, it is.
Hammerford!
I beg your pardon, sir.
And he said a bakery. Ames, get out every available man. I want all bakeries in the area examined.
Examined? For what, sir?
How do I know? Anything suspicious. I'll tell you what when we have another vision. Get going, man.
Yes, sir.
It's incredible. I must find Hammerford at once. What a chapter this will make Crail for our book, but even a writer with your imagination couldn't have dreamt up an ending like this.
Henry, pack it up.
Emergency alternate 3. At once.
Yes?
Henry? Henry!
What's the matter with you, Henry? Have you gone deaf?
Very busy right now. There's a batch of bread in the oven.
Smells good.
What's up, Constable?
Has anything peculiar happened round here?
What kind of peculiar?
Queer peculiar. I mean, did you notice anything strange?
Oh, sure. Just before you came in, Bluebeard chased his 8th wife through here. Tried to pop her in the oven, he did, but we stopped him in time.
I'm sorry, Henry. I'm just following my orders.
Henry! Goodbye, Constable.
There's something burning in there. You better get it out. Must be done. Oh, lovely. Nothing like hot bread. Where is the yon?
Out.
Your aura is greener. You are agitated. I will not disturb you. Tell him August Hammerford has seen the other mailbag.
You have?
Yes. Only a name comes to me. Thomas Burton. Thomas. And a garage. The rest is shadows, 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 shadows. I am depleted. Worn. Tell Sir John I shall return.
Gee, Mr. Crail, telephone to you, sir.
Thank you. Crail here. Bill. Bill, listen, most urgent. On that delivery, we're using emergency alternate 3. The tide is right for a sea voyage.
Yes, but...
Just get here as quickly as you can. How long will it take you? Where are you?
Gosmore Lane. We followed the Yank here. He's in a house belongs to, a Burton Thomas.
Burton Thomas? Get back to the car. Wait for me.
Book them.
Yes.
Oh, wonderful news, Mr. Crail. That baker talked to Blue Streak. We'll get the rest of the money dug up in a matter of hours.
And the rest of the gang?
He didn't identify them yet, but I'm going to devote myself to him. I'll have those names by tonight.
Good. Very good. Remarkable. Remarkable.
Address?
34 Reading Street.
Occupation.
Tony, who is this master criminal?
Would you believe me if I told you he was the most respectable man?
I'll believe you.
Someone you know?
Who?
Hubert Crail.
The secretary of the Crime and Detection Club? Oh, Tony, I believe you.
That's better.
I'll prove it to you. Follow me.
What are we going to do here?
Wait.
Down there? Together?
You trust me?
Not that far.
Linda, darling, there's 2 Americans on foreign shores. We have to stick together.
Well, I don't mind a little patriotism, but I draw the line at bundling. Shh. What is it?
False alarm. All right. You on your side, me on mine. And I promise no pillaging.
Tony? Maybe a little pillage talk?
Henry and Walter arrested. By this time, they're talking their heads off.
There's a curse on it, that's what. That old castle, there's a curse on it.
Nonsense. Absolutely ridiculous. There are no such things as curses or apparitions or visions. I have reason to believe the mailbag is in the garage. It's a drop in the bucket, but it's all that's left.
What do you think, Chief?
Look around. You know what a mailbag looks like. They look the right size.
It says manure.
Help me.
Manure, aye.
Oh, shut up!
You're a stubborn man, Hubert.
Where's that mailbag, Fleming?
What happened to the rest of the money you stole?
Gone. The police stumbled on it. How, I don't know. It's all coming apart. 4 years' work, practicing, planning. I'm leaving, and there's 100,000 pounds in that bag. It goes with me.
If I tell you where that money is, you'll kill me. After all, I stumbled onto your scheme innocently, but I could testify against you.
I've always prided myself on being a civilized man, Fleming. But innocent or not, if you don't tell me where that mailbag is, I'll shoot you down right here.
Careful.
You have 10 seconds.
All right. Behind the sacks.
Absolutely astounding, Hammer.
Oh, no. I am a mere instrument in something unseen. But I thank you.
Well, I'm certainly going to see you get the reward. £10,000, I believe.
10,000 pounds? Oh, Mum will be pleased.
Hmm?
My mother, you know, she is psychic, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It will go to furthering our work.
Well, I think this calls for a drink, eh?
Ah, good idea.
I wonder if you could help me find something. My watch, Gold Hunter, heirloom, missing for years.
Oh, I'll be happy to, yes. Are you coming along, too?
Well, I have some unfinished business, Dr. Hammerfort.
Oh, what?
With a vision. Definitely a vision. You were smiling again.
Was I?
Mm-hmm. Can't you hear it?
What?
They're playing our song.